Liam Fitzgerald 2 has a question from 2 months ago. It says, "Hey Greg, take your time answering." Oh, thank you. Just wanted to say I've been a big fan of the Wiggles for a long time. I miss you, Jeff, Murray and Sam. Here's my questions. How do you come up with the ideas for the Wiggly Medley? Well, I've got to be honest and say that's mostly Anthony's ideas. Well, certainly when I was a part of the group back in the day, Anthony would say, how about we put these songs together? You know, maybe people like Dom Lindsay or John Field were in the studio at the same time. I don't know that I ever had much input into the Wiggly Medleys, to be honest, but they were a lot of fun to put together and probably more fun and, excuse me, more fun and challenging to perform on stage because they were also, well, they were all one tempo, so they're all quite fast. But sometimes we were running around on that stage trying to do the dance moves and move from place to place on those big stages in the arenas. That was a bit of a challenge. There was a lot of running around involved and a lot of out of breath kind of stuff going on. So I hope that answers your question there. What was your favourite DVD to record with the Wiggles? Well, look, I've had a lot of people ask this question and I don't really have a favourite. I've got a lot of different favourites. I probably did name a favourite back on a few videos ago. So if you want to trawl through those and find the answer that I gave back then, but really I don't have a favourite. There are lots of good videos that we shot with the Wiggles. Isn't it funny that we still call them videos these days? I guess they still are videos, aren't they? Even though they're pieces of digital content now, but I guess, you know, when I was younger, they were VHS. Well, actually, before, when I was young, we didn't even have videos. We didn't have VHSs. So things have changed so much. It's quite interesting how media and technology has changed over the years, coming from an old person to young people out there. And last question for Liam, what was the worst song to perform in the Wiggles? Well, I don't know. I wouldn't like to say there was a worst song because that would imply that there were bad songs, which I don't think there were. In terms of probably I would rephrase that and say what was the hardest song to perform or the most difficult song. And yeah, there were a few. Particularly towards the end of my time with the Wiggles when I was a little bit unfit and a little bit unwell and a little bit more overweight than I am now. A lot of songs got hard to perform. The hardest thing about performing with the Wiggles was the fact that we sang live, or I did. The other guys did a bit of singing live, but we had backing vocals on the tracks. So they didn't really have to do a lot of singing live if they didn't want to. But it's always fun. So having the live vocal whilst doing some of those dances was pretty challenging, and that kind of got to me over the years, I guess. To name a particular song, I can't really think of a particular one. Monkey Dance was kind of hard, I guess. There was a lot of jumping in that one. The other aspect of what made a song hard to perform was, just that, the jumping and the old knees. The old knees that sort of gave way, the ankles and the feet. I know Anthony had trouble with his ankles at one stage, and even the soles of our feet got sore. So yeah, the physicality of the performances was quite difficult at times, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, you guys were a great audience to perform to, and whenever we got up on stage, it took a lot of that edge off, no matter how we were feeling. If we were feeling sore, tired, sick, whatever, as soon as we came on stage and got the energy from you guys, it was a real thrill, and we just absolutely loved it. So thank you for being a part of our lives, guys. Now that's one question, and it's taken 5 minutes to answer that. Okay,